Starting a new project today. We're going to be attempting to find out what's going on and fixing a leaking pond. As you can see, all the water down there was actually, the leak is stopped now because we siphoned the pond down a lot. But where that pine tree is right there, see the rock, you get the pine tree right there, water was squirting out the back of the dam, probably at least a 2-inch pump's worth. Yeah, it was, it drained this, and this is a big pond. It's about 6 acres, and we're down about 12 feet. It was already down it probably leaked down 6 feet on its own, and we siphoned the rest down just to speed it up. But there's a garden rake we shoved in the ground right there about where we think there's no evidence of a hole or anything. So got a real sandy face. I don't know if it's just wicking through all that sand and then it's got a tunnel or a hole in here somewhere, but it's really only like a 3-inch hole on the back where the water was gushing out. So we're going to come in here and cut all this dirt out, make a big, about 80 foot wide or 80 foot long, probably 20-30 foot wide cut right here, and see if we can figure out just what in the hell is going on. So I'm going to start by cutting some dirt out and see if we can start seeing anything in the dam that doesn't look right. Still nothing. Just down there somewhere. I'm probably a good 15 feet in the ground now. So let's walk down here and I'll show you what the problem is. The problem is I didn't see it this morning. I thought it was done leaking, but it's not. Now this is nothing compared to what it was doing. So you see that hole right there? That was squirting out like a fire hose. I mean, it was just pouring out of this bank right here. And you see there's a hole right here, and this water's just trickling on down the hill. I've just got to figure out if let's see, let me get out of the sun. See the water just oozing up out of the ground? So I mean, that's telling me that that's at least lower than the water in the pond up there. But you can see where it washed through bad right here, where it's coming out. So I got to determine if I got to keep digging down more or not. Well, no news. I've dug a hole about at least 40 feet long, maybe 50, 20 feet deep. I checked it with a transit, 20 to 21 feet deep. Still no water, and I'm within, the center of this trench is the center of that leak, so I'm 25 feet of each side of it and no water. So I checked it with the laser. I'm 8 feet below water level and 4 foot above the leak back there, so I would have hit it by now if I was going to hit it. So plan B is we're going to fill all this in about halfway and then go to the back of the dam where the leak is, and for all we know it goes straight down the back of the dam and comes out somewhere else. So we're going to just start digging it up from the back. So one would have thought that it was coming pretty well straight through, but clearly it's not. So plan B is we're going to get all this dirt put back in so this doesn't groundwater. I mean, there's still not even any groundwater in here, so big hole just for the fun of it, I reckon. Backing our dirt back in. Cracking it in real good. Kind of lock it into these benches I cut in here. Kind of keep the banks stable there, and he's backing it in there the best he can. We didn't have a whole lot of room to work, but we were able to cut it out pretty good and notch that bank back. The ground's pretty hard, so it kind of really won't too bad trying to cave off or nothing. We still notched it back pretty good. Some good benches in there. a lot longer to fill it in than it did dig it out, I think. Gotta do about 12-inch lifts at a time and drag it in. That's all you really can do. You'd have to tie down cable to the roller to be able to get it in and out. And it won't leaking, so we'll just get it tracked back in and should be good to go. So the hole is about halfway filled back in. About to call it a weekend and get it. It's well above the water now, so we won't have to worry about it filling up with water. Water level. Plan B is now we're going to start clearing the trees off the back of the dam and go down there where the leak is and just start digging back following the leak. So we'll take these trees off, push them out of the way, and dig down to when we find the water and just start digging back and following it. So evidently it's nowhere where we thought it was, and which means we're probably going to have to dig a whole lot more up. So that's plan B, is the next best thing we can do. We're trying to save the trees there to start with, but looks like they're going to have to come on down and reach down there and find, well, we know where the water is. You can see it coming out. And just start tracing it back to the front, see where it goes. That'll be next week's project.